Hello, everyone. Derek Floyd here, Beautiful Now Podcast. As we all struggle to define the madness of the year we leave behind, 2020, there are a few words that seem to continually rise to the surface. Unprecedented, uncertain, even unimaginable. From the political unrest that we've struggled with that's broken our democracy and left us divided, to the racial injustice and systemic racism that continues to flourish in the country that we live in, birthing the Black Lives Movement and so many other causes. And to the global pandemic, COVID-19, it's affected every human being in the world, keeping us socially distanced from each other, not being able to embrace, wearing masks. What's happened to the planet? We're all trying to find the reset button for 2021, to reset it all to zero, to go back to normal, so to speak. But that will never happen. There is no magic reset button. There is no magic eraser that takes away all the suffering we've walked through for 2020. So what do? Well, for 2021, we can make it better. And if history proves us right, through our greatest adversities, come our greatest triumphs, come our greatest victories, come our greatest opportunities. From every obstacle, we become stronger. If we don't learn our lessons from the past, we're doomed to repeat them. So what lessons were 2020 trying to teach us? What should we be learning from what we've walked through? Here's 3 things that I want to share with you that I learned from 2020. The first one is, I learned what's essential. Now, we heard that word thrown around quite a bit over 2020. And when I thought about it, I said, what's essential to me? Having my friends around, being able to go out to dinner, go out to a show, being able to come in and out of the grocery store, go to the retail stores, just do what I want to do every day. Well, those things weren't available to me in 2020. Those things were shut down. And I didn't have my friends around as often because I had to stay home. I couldn't travel. So were they essential? Not necessarily. The real essentials were the healthcare workers that risked their lives every day to take care of our sick and our dying, the people that had coronavirus. They were there every day, working tireless hours to make sure they kept us. That's the real essentials. The ones that are our first responders, our firemen, our policemen, again, risking their lives every day when things were not looking good. They were there for us, taking care of us, keeping us safe. Those are the real first responders. Those are the real essentials. And of course, our teachers, who tirelessly tried to stay creative to keep our kids engaged, not letting them lose any steam in their studies, keeping them close to them, making sure they could figure out a way to keep those kids in school. Those are the ones that were essential. So now I look back and think, do I have my essentials? Yes, my family, the ones that love me, a safe home, a bed to sleep in. My job is good. You think about the things that were truly essential. Now I think you know a little bit more of what's truly essential in your life. And you're so thankful for what those things are. The second thing I learned was, what is kindness? So many people stepped up to be kind this year, feeding the homeless, taking care of those that were tucked away, that had no one, reaching out to neighbors and family members to make sure they were okay, sharing what you had with someone who didn't. People were kind in a way that was never seen before in 2020. And I hope that we can continue to be kind and just love one another. That's the true essential, is to be kind. And the last thing I learned was, what is gratitude? Wow, we lost so much this year, but we gained a sense of what we really do have. And we were thankful for each other, thankful for a bed to sleep in, thankful for a good meal, thankful for our faith in God. Thank you for the small finances that we had. Thank you for everything that was in our grasp. Are you grateful for what you have today? Can you stop for a moment and think about all the things that didn't happen to you, that you were safe from harm? How grateful are you today? By no means do I feel like 2020 was an easy year, because many of us lost loved ones. And we send our big heartfelt prayers to you. There's no loss that can be replaced for that. A lot of us lost jobs. We know how hard that can be, being unemployed, trying to keep your family together. So it wasn't an easy year, but we did learn, and we can be stronger. We're better together. We always have been. And I think 2020 showed us that we need each other more than ever. No one's an island out here. Let's take care of each other. Let's focus on what we can do and not what we can't. Someone told us if we believe we can and we believe we can't, we're right. So let's believe that we can. Let's believe 2021 is going to be the best year yet. Let's continue to be grateful. Let's be thankful. Let's be kind. And take care of the things that really matter. I hope to see you next year at the Beautiful Now podcast. Have a great New Year's weekend. Take care.